Hello, guys. My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of Baseball Talk with the Earle brothers. And we continue on trade coverage here. And for the trade deadline day, I have like 20 something videos that I wrote down that I was going to do. And then I looked at them like probably a better way to look at it, because if you're somebody who's coming in for a Mason Miller trade or something like that, you're probably just wanting to look at your team specific trades. So I'm going to be doing just probably the buyers at the deadline. And obviously, if your team sold, you'd probably have to go and watch a couple of them. But I want to break down what each individual team did, or each of the buyers did, who they acquired, what they gave up for them, and things along those lines. So that's the way we're going to do it. And who else to start with? Then the San Diego Padres, who basically was like, the hell with prospects. We're going to trade them all. And it felt like it there. But we have a lot to talk about in this video. And let's get it started off with a bang. They made the big splash yesterday. And they started off the day, the big one, with the Athletics. JP Sears and Mason Miller are on their way to the San Diego Padres in exchange for Leo DeVries, Brandon Nett, Henry Baez, and Eduardo Nunez. Wholly overpay right here, in my opinion. And what a haul the Oakland Athletics got in this trade. Now, let's start. We know Mason Miller has been one of the best relievers in baseball for the last little bit. This year, kind of taken a little bit of a step back in 38 and a third innings pitched. He has 59 strikeouts, but he has a 3.76 ERA, 1.02 WHIP. He's been okay, but that ERA is a little high for a reliever there. But he does have control at the end of this. And I believe the Padres will have him for he's underneath arbitration for another year or two. Wow, no. He's under arbitration until 2029. He'll be a free agent in 2030. So they have him for this year. They have him for 26, 27, 28, and 29. In order for this deal to really make sense for the Padres, he needs to be a starting pitcher, I think, by next year or something along those lines. You can keep him as your closer for this year, obviously for the playoff run and everything like that. But I would look for him to be stretched out a little bit, and you have him be a starter going forward. Because if he's just a reliever, this is a massive overpay by the San Diego Padres. On the other player they got in this deal is JP Sears, left-handed pitcher. He has been okay this year, 4.95 ERA, but he's also pitched at Sutter Health Park, and you could probably mark that up with Mason Miller as well. That could have affected his struggles a little bit there. 111 innings pitched, so he's somebody who can give you innings, 22 game start. He's a back end of the bullpen, or back of the rotation type of guy if you're the San Diego Padres. And I think he'll slot in either of that 4 or that 5 spot, because especially with the injuries that you have right now with Michael King, Joe Musgrove, like all the different starters that the Padres are missing right now, it makes sense that they would want to grab another starter, because now their rotation is Yu Darvish, Nick Pivetta, Randy Vasquez, Dylan Cease, JP Sears. So he's going to be like that 5 starter, but I think he's kind of valuable. And looking at JP Sears, his contract here, I believe he is signed under contract. I believe, yeah, he's heading into R1 next year. They have 3 years of control of him as well. So they got a starting pitcher and a closer. Let's talk about the return that the Athletics got, though. And this is the best prospect we've seen traded since, I think, 2017, when I forgot who they traded. It was from Boston to the White Sox. I think it was Yoan Moncada or something like that, who was the number 1 prospect at the time. They traded Leo DeVries, who's MLB.com's third-rated prospect, the Padres' number one rated prospect. Granted, he's in high A, but he's in high A as an 18-year-old. He was signed in 2024, and he basically skipped the DSL. He got $4.2 million he got $4.2 million as a signing bonus out of, I believe, the Dominican Republic. And he is a 60 grade hit, 55 grade power, 55 grade run, 55 grade arm, 55 grade field, 60 overall. He's one of the best prospects in the game. He is the Padres' best prospect, and they shipped him off. He is somebody that when he joins and they have him projected to join the big club around 2027. That 2027 Athletics team is going to be sick with the players that they have locked up at this moment for that. So really love that return. And that's not it. They got the third-rated prospect in the Padres system, Brandon Nett, who is currently in Double-A right now. He's now been assigned to the Midland Rockhounds of the Double-A for the Athletics. He has a 60 grade fastball, 50 grade curveball, 55 grade slider, 55 grade changeup, 50 grade cutter, 45 control, 50 overall. One of the better pitching prospects in baseball. He has a fastball that sits 95 to 97 and tops out around 99. He has a really nice slider anywhere between 81 to 84 miles an hour that he gets about 38% whiff rate on. And he has a cutter, 90 to 92, which is a nice little pitch. Oh, not to mention he has a nice curveball as well. He is somebody who can join the rotation for the Athletics as early as the end of the season, if not next season. So he's somebody who can make an impact in that rotation for the Athletics, and I think he very well could. The next one, because that's not all they got. They got the 13th rated prospect, Henry Baez, which is now the 9th best prospect in the system for the Athletics. Don't be surprised that he joins the team right away. 55 grade fastball, 55 grade curveball, 45 grade changeup, 50 overall, 50 control, 45 overall. And he was in Double-A this year with San Antonio, but don't be surprised if he gets called up right away. 4-2, 1.96 ERA. Just have him skip the PCL all in general. And they already have, according to MLB.com, already have him in the major leagues. He was signed in 2019 out of the Dominican Republic in July. He got a $125,000 signing bonus. So, yeah, got a decent amount. Nothing crazy, though, considering Leo DeVries got 4.2. But DeVries was the number one prospect in that IFA class. And Henry Baez is somebody who can come up there and potentially make an impact. I would like to say right away for the Athletics and at the very least be in the bullpen, but maybe even be a starter. I'm getting up the roster resource there for the Athletics. Yeah, because they have right now their rotation is Severino, Springs, Lopez, and Ginn. Don't be surprised if Baez slips in as that 5 starter potentially there, and is able to make a little bit of an impact this year. Same with Nunez, the 17th rated prospect in the Padres system is now the 17th ranked prospect in the Athletic system. He has some major league experience. He had 4 2/3 innings pitched this year with the Padres to a 3.86 ERA. Obviously, very limited sample size. 60 grade fastball, 70 grade slider, 40 grade control, 40 grade overall. Don't be surprised if they slip him into the bullpen, which they already have him in the bullpen, listed in the bullpen as a middle reliever. So the really good move here by the Athletics to be able to get Leo DeVries, a very high upside, granted still minor leaguer, still developing. Brandon Nett, who can make an appearance this year potentially for the Athletics. Baez, who can make an appearance this year for the Athletics. And Nunez has already slotted into the bullpen. So they're improving the team now a little bit with this trade. And obviously some big time upside with Leo DeVries coming soon. Let's move on to the next trade here for the San Diego Padres, which was another big one. They moved and they got not one but 2 players from the Baltimore Orioles. They got outfielder Ramón Laureano and first baseman DH Ryan O'Hearn. Now, looking at this spot, this one here, they needed some outfield help. They obviously were rumored to Jared Duran. They really wanted him, but the Red Sox were not parting ways with Duran. I mean, I think they even offered C. Salas and somebody else, and they said no. Ryan O'Hearn is listed as the DH, batting sixth. Ramón Laureano is the left fielder, batting seventh, according to Fangraphs. They got two guys that are going to slot in right away with the team. Ramón Laureano, I believe these were both. Actually, I think Laureano had one more year left on his Nope, he signed a 1-year deal. That included a team option in 2026. So if the Padres wanted, they can keep him next year. That is the team option there. And then Ryan O'Hearn was a free agent at the end of the year. I like the moves there. They got him another DH. It pushes Gavin Sheets to the bench, but hey, it is what it is. If you're improving, you're improving. And Ramón Laureano, I mean, it helps them the way they don't have to watch Bryce Johnson play left field or Gavin Sheets play left field much anymore. So that was, I think, a nice move there for them, getting a little bit more length in their lineup. In exchange, they did trade away. It was I'm trying to get up this trade. Boston. What was it? Boston Bateman, who is a left-handed pitcher currently in Single A. He was the fifth rated prospect in the Padres system. 19 years old, 55 grade fastball, 60 grade curveball, 40 grade changeup, 50 control, 45 overall. The fourth rated prospect at the time in the Padres system. They also got shortstop Cobb Hightower, which slots in. Where does he slot in? Wow, was he not as wow? He slots in 21st on the system for the Orioles. Second base and shortstop. Currently an A-ball, 50 grade hit, 50 grade power, 55 grade run, 50 grade arm, 45 grade fielding, 45 overall, drafted in 2024 in the third round, 88th overall, out of high school, East Rowan High School in North Carolina. So he was a UNC commit, and he was signed away from them. Good work. And so far in A-ball this year, hit 239, 363, 314 for a 677 OPS. So kind of struggling there a little bit in A-ball for that. And he was not the only one. It was also right-handed pitcher Tyson Neighbors, the 12th rated prospect in the Padres system, which I believe Tyson Neighbors is now unranked in the unranked in the Orioles system. Just shows how depleted the system is for the Padres now compared to what the Orioles have in their farm system there. And then the final piece of that trade, actually, I think there was two more. First baseman Victor Figueroa, the 29th rated prospect in the Padres system, now definitely unranked in the Orioles system. They also got right-handed pitcher Tanner Smith and right-handed pitcher Brandon Butterworth, who are both not ranked in the system as well. So the Padres look like it gave up a lot in that trade, but a lot of those were just higher prospects on their list, not as much on the Orioles list. So overall, nice little moves there to get a little bit of depth if you're the Padres, and got some decent prospect return. Definitely the prize part of that trade was Boston Bateman, who hopefully in 3 years will be up in the major leagues, though. So 2028 is expected time to reach the major leagues. And they had two more trades. The Padres, they received outfielder Will Wagner from the Toronto Blue Jays in exchange for catcher Brennan Venezuela, who was the 29th rated prospect in the in their system there. Just some more outfield some more outfield depth there for the Padres. Brandon Venezuela slots in as the 28th rated prospect in the Blue Jays system, going up to AAA now with Buffalo. He was in AA all year for the Padres, though. 229, 313, 387 for a 700 OPS. Will Wagner's been okay this year. He is somebody I feel like that was kind of the odd man the odd man out in Toronto when it came to the way that that team was assembled. 237 batting average, no home runs, 7 RBIs, 1 stolen base, a 643 OPS. Was not the greatest year for him. It has not been that great for him so far this season. And maybe a change in scenery. I don't know how much playing time he'll get, though, or if he'll just be sent down to the minor leagues, because I don't even see him on the roster resource there. So he'll probably be sent down to AAA, my guess, potentially for the Padres. And they had a couple more. Freddie Fermin from the Royals, catcher, is another one they got here. He'll be slotted in batting 9th, according to Fangraphs for them. When you look at Freddie Fermin and you look at who the Padres had before that, whether it's Martin Maldonado or I forgot the other catcher they had, who's not good. This is a nice offensive upgrade for the San Diego Padres for the catching position, and one that they desperately needed. And exchange, they traded away Ryan Burgett, who was their 7th rated prospect at the time. And they also traded away Stephen Kolek, who was a pitcher who pitched a little bit for them this year. That just was kind of not needed. He was extra that they didn't really need. Ryan Burgett's made 1 appearance for the Padres this year. Actually, my bad. He made 11 appearances for the Padres this year. 7 starts, 35 and 2/3 innings pitched. So the Royals got somebody who can be called up right away. And it looks like he is called up right away. According to MLB.com, he's already on the Kansas City Royals. So the Royals got a pitcher, a decent prospect pitcher that is immediately with the team, and Stephen Kolek could be as well in exchange for Freddie Fermin. Freddie Fermin, though, a much, much needed offensive upgrade at catcher for the San Diego Padres. Finally, they acquired Nestor Cortes Jr. from the Milwaukee Brewers. In exchange, they traded 2 really nobody and they also got shortstop Jose Quintana, which was not ranked in the Brewers system. In exchange for outfielder Brandon Lockridge, an unranked prospect in their own system, which is what it is. And for that one, I guess it's a rotation arm for whenever he's available to come back. But right now, Cortez is hurt, so I didn't really understand that too much. But it's just another depth arm, though, and you didn't have to pay much for him because he's hurt. So, but that is all of the San Diego Padres moves during the trade deadline. They received Mason Miller, J.P. Sears. They also received Freddie Fermin, Ramón Laureano, Ryan O'Hearn, Nestor Cortes Jr., and Will Wagner, while trading away their number 1, their number 3, their number 4, their number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. They traded away a lot of their top guys there. But if this information was helpful to you guys at all, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out the video here at Baseball Talk with your brothers. But that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next trade video. Peace out, guys.